Month over month, home prices are continuing to drop.
It's starting.
Now, I know what you're saying.
Orlando, how much are they dropping by?
Well, we're gonna jump right into this, guys. Listen, if you are looking to buy a house, you're looking to get into an investment property, whatever you're trying to do when it comes to real estate, you need to watch this video. This is an important video of showing you how much we're going down, down, and down, guys.
Is it going down? It's going down.
A lot of you have been waiting for houses to become more affordable, and we're going towards that trend, guys. U.S. home prices now post the biggest monthly drop since 2009, guys. You heard it, 2009. Cities face the steepest correction, including San Francisco. Inventory level stayed relatively flat, data provider says. You have been wanting to see this trend happen for a while, and now we're starting to see month over month prices drop. Now, some of you guys are thinking to yourself,
Orlando, wow, this is a seller's market now.
now hold your horses right now. It is not a seller's market right now. I say it's still in that in-between area. Some of these home prices, which people remind me all the time in my comic section, that their region or their local area when it comes to home prices have not seen the drops that other areas have seen. So we're still in that area where home prices are still relatively high.
Oh, shucks.
But we're starting to see the price drops. Now, I know a lot of you guys are,
Orlando, we want the crash to happen now.
and I get it, guys. The crash, whenever that happens, whenever we hit that peak, let it be the end of this year, which I don't think is going to happen. I think we're more looking towards 2023 area. But hear me out on this, guys. We have to wait until we see inventory levels. I want to get past the holiday season. We want to get past that portion first, and then we want to see exactly when the bills and everything gets turned back on, what is the savings like when it comes to the normal everyday American. We know interest rates are going to continue to go up. Home prices in the US have taken a turn and now posting the biggest monthly decline since 2009. Median home prices fell 0.98% in August from a month earlier, following a 1.05% drop in July. Mortgage data provider Black Knight Inc. said in a report Monday, the two periods marked the largest monthly decline since January 2009. Now, we all know. Let's go back a year ago, guys. A year ago, things looked mighty different. There was a frenzy going on when it comes to buying these houses because the interest rate was so low. And now we're at an interest rate at 7.5%, guys. That's right, 7.5%. Let me just show you right now. A 30-year fixed rate is 7.491%. We have FHA at 7.2%, and then we also have a VA loan. VA is normally the lowest, guys, and it's at a 7.2%. Things are going up, and up, which will bring the demand down, which will bring prices down. And if we want to get back to a point where houses are affordable, that's what needs to happen. And why does this need to happen? Because inflation, guys. If we don't get rid of inflation, things are going to be looking like Venezuela. And we don't want things to get to that level. We really don't. We don't. And the government will not let it get that bad, guys. They won't. So you can rest assured that this video is sponsored by Extra, guys. I couldn't be happier when I made the switch over to this ultra slim wallet, guys. I had one of those super thick wallets. You know, one of those wallets that hurts when you sit down on it because it's so thick. So I switched over to Extra's ultra slim wallet. But take a look at this, guys. Not only is it slim, but it has a button here to make it easy accessible for your cards. What I also love about it too, guys, is it also has a tracker. Look at this, guys, a tracker to find your wallet. And anybody who knows me knows that I lose my wallet all the time. So this device comes in handy, and I love that about this wallet. So make sure you go into the description, guys. I got you guys a 25% off when you type in the coupon code MINOR and get your ultra slim Esker wallet. And remember, the Fed is going to continue to squeeze, guys. It squeeze inflation until it gets to the 2 to 3% that they're looking to get it to. Now, how many rate increases are we going to see before we actually get to that 2 to 3%? I don't know. If I had to guess, I would say 5 to 6 more rate increases. We have 2 more increases happening by the end of this year, guys. Actually, I would like for you guys to comment in the comment section below and let me know how many rate increases do you think it's going to take the Fed to do before we get inflation down from 8.3% down to 2 to 3% where they want us to go. And remember, guys, the Fed does not care about home prices. They have said it themselves. Like, you don't have to take my word for it. The Fed has said they do not care. They will do what they have to do to get rid of inflation and bring it down. And the housing market is just collateral damage.
What did he say?
So they do not care, guys, when it comes to it. They will do whatever they have to do. Together, they represent 2 straight months of significant pullbacks after more than 2 years of record-breaking growth. A Black Knight Data and Analytics president, he said that also. Now, of course, you know, back a year ago when people were paying 100, 200, you know, you would even see in some areas like Boston, New York, people were paying $300,000 to $400,000 over asking. That's right, guys. $3,000 to $4,000 over asking, guys, for a home when there were 50 offers on a house, when you had people not even getting appraisals, you had people not even doing inspections, right? Sight unseen. Going to buy homes, right? People were doing anything that they possibly could to get a home, and sellers were eating it up. Back then, of course, things were looking good. And now that we're here now, you have to really understand where we came from and where we are right now to really appreciate and understand that the housing market is going in the direction that most of you guys want to get it to become affordable. You have to look at it that way, because sometimes I see in my comment section where people say,
yeah, Orlando, it's not crashing. You know, I haven't seen, you know, a house worth $1 yet. So I'm not jumping into it right now.
And I just scratch my head and thinking like, guys, come on, let's be realistic. Houses aren't going to be worth $20. You know, you're not going to see a $100,000 home drop down to $20,000. That's a little bit unreasonable. But if you start seeing 20,000, 30,000, you're seeing homes stay on the market longer. We're going in the right direction. You guys remember, a crash doesn't happen just immediately. You just won't see the housing market fall off the cliff. It has to go through a process. So this is the reason why I keep telling people, patience is key.
You write that down.
The housing market is losing steam fast, with skyrocketing mortgage rates driving affordability to the lowest level since 1980s. The Federal Reserve has sought to curb inflation, which has thrown cold water on the U.S. real estate boom. Yeah, of course. Of course. But here's the thing. What I want to talk about that was mentioned in this article is the affordability portion of it, guys. Now, a lot of you guys will look at it and go,
what should I do? It's not really affordable right now to buy a home because it's at 7.5% interest rate, but I don't know. Which one should I take? Should I take a high-priced home at a high interest rate, or should I take a low-priced home at a high interest rate? It still may not be affordable at a lower price.
and I'm here to tell you, take the lower price.
Come on, man!
That seems super easy to say, right? But a lot of people are thinking to themselves,
Okay, should I have bought before? Should I have bought that house that was $200,000 over asking and a 2% or 3% or 4% interest rate?
and I'm like, no, you shouldn't have bought that one. It's overpriced. And you know how I know and why I said that 6-8 months ago when I told people, do not buy these overpriced homes. I know that they're at 4%. I know the interest rate on the mortgage is 4%. It's $200,000 over asking price. Don't do that. Don't do that. And the reason why I know that is because now, if you would have bought that $200,000 home, your neighbor John just sold his house for $50,000 less. You would have lost $50,000 worth of equity. Today, What's going to happen by the end of this year? What's going to happen in 2023? You could have lost $150,000 in value, in equity, if you would have bought. And you wouldn't give a crap about having a 4% interest rate if you lost $100,000 to $150,000 in equity. No person would. But if you wait and you sit on the sidelines and you say,
okay, that house that was $450,000, now it's down to $300 or $350. Now I go ahead and jump into that and I have a higher interest rate.
now that's a different ball game. You want to take that offer because, once again, remember guys, you can refinance. You're not stuck with that. But if you purchase at a high price right now, you're stuck with that purchase price. You can't go back and say,
Prices are down lower now. Can I repurchase this for a cheaper value?
you can't repurchase. You're stuck with it, guys. So remember, you can always refinance, but you can't go back in time and repurchase at a cheaper value. Plunging home prices drop in July and August levels. Now, if you take a look at this chart, guys, it just shows you where prices were, and it's very interesting to see exactly when things went up and down. You can see here in March of 2022, it was up 2.73% when it comes to price changes, and now we're at a negative 1.05%, and it's gonna continue to go down, guys. It really is. That's just the way it is. We got 2 more rate increases, guys. You think anyone right now who's currently looking to purchase a home at 7.5% is going to be willing to pay even more in an interest rate on an overpriced home? No. I can tell you right now, if you go into Zillow, you will see homes sitting on the market for 30, 40, 50 days, guys.
It's funny because it's true.
Why is that? It's because you have high home prices with high interest rates. Now that we have high interest rates and high prices, people are like, nope, I'm done. While prices are falling on a month-over-month basis, they're still significantly higher than a year earlier when the buying frenzy was going strong. Values are up 12.1% from a year earlier in August. And this is the reason why I say this is not a seller's market yet. Prices are still elevated, even though people are giving these $10,000, $20,000, $30,000 price cuts. It doesn't matter. Prices are still up. You guys are gonna buy some overpriced jeans. You know when you go to the store and they have a clearance of 50% off a pair of jeans and you're like, oh wow, this is a great deal. But the manufacturer's over there rubbing their hands like, yeah, we only made that for $1.
Something ain't right.
And you're buying it for $50. So they're still making money. And that's what I'm saying about, I'm using that comparison to say that you have these sellers who still have these overpriced homes. And even though they have these overpriced homes, they're still saying, hey, let's go ahead and sprinkle in a little $20,000, $30,000 cut to still bring you in to think that you're getting a great deal when you're still overpaying. And then you still have to get approved at a 7.5%. Buyers are not falling for it. The sharpest correction in August was in San Jose, California, down 13% from its 2022 peak, followed by San Francisco at 11%, and then Seattle at 9.9%, a company said. Now, here's the thing. I remember looking at my comment section and someone saying, oh, the Bay Area isn't feeling it yet. The Bay Area is feeling it. That comment happened about a month ago, right? So here's the thing. Now we're starting to see it roll. And I told the person on my comment section, patience. You gotta let this stuff come through the system, guys. You have to let it do its process. And now we're starting to see 13% cuts, 11% cuts, and a 10% cuts in those high coastal areas that I told you guys are going to get hit. I've said it multiple times. These coastal areas where everyone wants to live, they're gonna get hit hard. We're looking at Miami, Southern Florida, New York, Austin. All of these places are going to get hammered, guys. You just have to have patience. It's not just buyers who are stepping away from the fast cooling market. The doubling of rates have disincentivized would-be sellers from giving up historical low rates. Inventory was on the rise from May to July, but stalled in August, according to Black Knight. Well, yeah, that makes sense because once again, guys, we know where we're headed, right? We're headed into the winter season when everything kind of stalls when it comes to the housing market. You're going to see people take their houses off the market and then, wait until the beginning of next year because the holiday seasons are known to be in a dead month, right? That's just what happens. But wait until January, when everyone is gonna put their houses back in the market, probably January, February time, when we're getting closer to spring, man, people will throw their houses back on the market, and then we will see all of the things get turned back on that we've been waiting on, and that's when I believe the real action is gonna happen, guys. But like I always have said, guys, and to get more information on this crazy housing market, you need to watch this video here. It will help you. Trust me, it will help you learn more in depth what's going on with this market to put you in a better position to either buy, sell, or invest. So make sure you check that out.